You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Days of Our Lives fans, I have got your full roster of weekly spoilers from Monday, December 30th, all the way through Friday, January 3rd. It's going to take us into 2025. We're going to see Gabi having a naughty new year, EJ flirting, and Chanel exploding. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following us, please click subscribe. Let's jump into the action happening on Monday, December 30th, season 60, episode 91. So EJ is in a very tight spot. He has got fake Rafe showing up in Salem alive, wanting more money, and then deciding just to stay and screw around with him. And fake Rafe, he won't take the money and go. Instead, he is forcing EJ to do what he wants, things that may be a little out of character, make EJ uncomfortable. It's all intentional. Meanwhile, Jada talks to Paulina and has a proposition for her. And I wonder if it's maybe Belle Black is the new DA to replace EJ. So on Friday's episode, which I haven't seen yet at the time I'm taping this, Belle gets a lucrative job offer, and I know she has scenes with Jada. And we know that they all three hate EJ. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Meanwhile, Sophia wants answers from Ava. So I don't know why she's grilling her. But if you remember, Sophia and Tate were planning to drive out of state to do the abortion thing, but Holly's going to mess up their plans. That spoiler is from the prior Friday and then repeats again on Monday, December 30th. And Tate said he couldn't go to this concert that Holly got him tickets for because he had to do this family trip. And I wonder if she's going to bust him in a lie and he has to come clean. So, I don't know, but there's trouble in paradise. Tuesday, December 31st, season 60, episode 92. Arnold Finneger, a.k.a. Fake Rafe's running around Salem, and guess who sees him? It's Rafe. And Rafe is completely shocked to see his lookalike. He thought that he was dead. And of course, they did a retcon to undo the killing. And fake Rafe has been living in Argentina on a stack of DiMera cash all this time, but he ran out of money, so he's back. Ava has life-changing news for Brady. Now, in the end of last week, we found out that it was Rachel Black sending those mean texts to Ava. And all that Ava found out from Steve was that the texts were coming from that house. So I don't know yet if she knows they're coming from Rachel's phone instead of Kristen's phone. So Ava could be telling Brady, oh, by the way, your crazy daughter is the one who is texting me. Or, she could be telling him, oh, by the way, your son got my little surrogate daughter friend, Sophia, pregnant. And speaking of her, Sheena Nielsen makes her debut as Amy Choi, who is Sophia's mother, and she confronts Tate. So that's going to get messy. We also have EJ giving Paulina a warning, but he is cryptic. It could be about fake Rafe, could be about her, if she is considering replacing him with Belle. He doesn't want to tell anybody that fake Rafe is around because that implicates him in illegal things, but he may want her to know that things may not be as they seem. And Doug the Third gives Holly some sympathy as she is venting. So it sounds like she might be talking to him about messy things going on with Sophia and Tate. Keep an eye on Doug 3 and Holly. There's something there. Wednesday, January 1st, New Year's Day, episode 93 of season 60. We've got Jada feeling like something is off with Rafe. And I think since, Arnold stumbled across Rafe, or maybe he was stalking him, we'll see how the interaction goes. But I think that Arnold maybe, tossed Rafe in the DiMera cellar or something. It sounds like he is maybe creeping and taking over his life like he did when Rafe was with Sammy back in the day. Chanel and Johnny have their New Year's Eve party at the mansion because Salem is one day behind us in real time for the holidays for whatever reason. Alex looks like he's going to take Joy Wesley to the party, like as a friend, because Stephanie is bringing Philip. She agreed to be his New Year's Eve date, and it looks like a lot of the co-workers from the Soap Within a Soap are going to be there. Gabi's not sure about going to the DiMera party, and I do expect that JJ Devereaux is going to be her date, which EJ will hate seeing her there. And Belle takes EJ by surprise, and I wonder if she shows up at the party to brag about getting his job. I don't know. I do enjoy them together. And more of that coming on Thursday, January 2nd, which is episode 94 of the current season. So Chanel confronts Johnny. And I just wonder if, while the champagne is flowing at the party, somebody says something, Chanel overhears something. The whole reveal that he cheated on her when he thought she cheated on him is long overdue, and this confrontation might be the one that finally drags it into the light. Meanwhile, EJ is flirting with Belle, and this sounds like it's at the New Year's Eve episode, so definitely sounds like she's at the party. We know in the Day of Days promo, these two kiss and they hit the sheets, and I know that the actress is excited about it because she had a chance to have a romance with EJ before, and then the writers abruptly dropped the plot, and that was at the time that they pushed her to barely recurring, and she decided to leave. Now she's back. Philip and Stephanie both admit to something. They have a big kiss at midnight on New Year's Eve, so are they back on officially after this? And JJ and Gabi take next steps in their renewed relationship. We also know from the Day of Days promo that these two are going to hit the sheets, and maybe something sparks at the party, and they're going to head out together, and that picks up on Friday, January 3rd, season 60, episode 95. So there's an awkward morning between Alex and Joy. So I wondered if they did a one-night stand after some New Year's Eve party drama at the DiMeras. Obviously, Alex is very hurt and jealous about Stephanie and Philip. And if the whole truth about Johnny and Joy came out, she'll need some comforting. So yeah, the only thing I can think of that would make for an awkward morning is if they woke up together going, what? Meanwhile, Javi interrupts Gabi and JJ. They're running up to hit the bed scene from the Day of Days promo is at her house. So Javi may get in the way, but I'm sure he'll get back out of the way because he was telling her to go for it before. Johnny really needs someone to talk to, and Abe is sympathetic and lets him vent. Meanwhile, Chanel turns to her mama Paulina next week.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.